your dinner. Oh, Grim. While I was preaching this morning, Bill got the vehicle all ready to go to town. Got the trailer hooked up. She got the big propane tank. Wheeled around there on the dolly and laid down on it. Pulled it up and had it ratchet strapped down. Tied it wouldn't wiggle. That's the first time going to get propane in the rain. But hey, we was going to get propane. We get to town and turn and oh, as usual, the car pulls up out of me, waving frantically. So on. Think I trying to get our attention? He said, yeah, it looked like it. So I pulled in there at the gas station. When I turned in, I noticed there was a problem. That 27-gallon propane tank was no longer on my trailer. This propane tank either lived a very righteous life and was raptured off my trailer, or it come home and somebody grabbed it up right quick and went on about the business with it. Because it's a $235 tank and it just vanished. We've looked the ditches all the way back to the house and all the way back to town. Nope, it ain't nowhere. Ain't nowhere to be found. It's like it vanished. Gone. At least it was empty. It hadn't been filled up yet. Well, my story time today is about my daddy's 1974 Clover Green Dodge Dart. Back in 1983, I had my driving license, and my daddy would let me take the car if I wanted to, or take the truck if I wanted to, and go do whatever I needed to do. He never batted his eyes. At 15, back when I was young, you got your learner's permit. You kept it until you turned 16. When you turned 16, you went over to Georgia State Trooper Barracks, and one of them would get in the car with you, and you go for a little drive he'd take you on, and then you'd either pass or fail. If you failed, you had to wait another year. I didn't fail. I passed. And my license. I mean, I've been driving since I was 5 years old anyway. Tractors across the field and go-karts and motorcycles and granddaddy's old Chevrolet Comanche pickup truck, 1954 edition. My daddy's international agreement. If you find it on the side of the road, you don't know who it belongs to. But my daddy, in 1972, Ford 100. Y'all, when I look back at the safety standards from today and look back at that, I was amazed that truck was ever allowed to be on the road. The gas tank was behind the bench seat, and the nozzle come out the V post, and you filled up the gas tank that way. Your gas need to work. All you gotta do is be able to reach back and get tapped on the tank. It just sounded like it was hard. You sticking at the wall. Of course, this was back when gasoline was, I don't know, 68 cents a gallon, 58, 70 cents a gallon. $5 you could ride all week. Oh yeah. $10 you couldn't even put in a tank. Not on that pickup truck anyway. Now you could that Dodge Dart. The Dodge Dart, guess what the gas tank was in? The nozzle was behind the license plate. But anyway, I needed to go to Reedsville. And where we lived at, everything was dirt road. Still is today. It must be about 500 miles of dirt road in Tattler County. And you got two kinds of dirt. What do you mean two kinds of dirt, Bud Cecil? Where we lived at, it was either solid red clay, which when it was wet, was slicker than owl crap through a tin horn, or it was sand beds, powder white sand. Them was only two choices you got. Weren't no mixture. Sand, when it's dry, it shifts. So do you. Clay, when it's wet, it's slick. So you slide. Yeah, or your tires spin. I was driving the Dodge Dart and I took a road. It's called Hammerside Road now. Back then it was just known as Granddaddy's Road because it was land that it was a road that went across Granddaddy's land that Granddaddy let the county plow so the school bus could run up and down it and the mailman could run up and down it. Granddaddy essentially gave the county a road. So I was over on Granddaddy's Road, cutting through from the Lambtown Road over to 292. They head back south. I'm sorry, 121. They head back south to go into Reedsville. Well, I like the Dukes of Hazzard. Y'all like the Dukes of Hazzard? I love the Dukes of Hazzard. And I had me a glass pack put on that Dodge Dart. And it big 318 motor in it. The same motor as the General Lee, but in a smaller vehicle. I'm driving on that road. It was summertime. I told Mama, I said, I'm heading to Reedsville. She said, you stop over there by them muscadine vines and see if them grapes is ready down there below your grandma's house. I was like, yes, ma'am. I stopped, got out to look, and it got to tell you easy going by grandma's house. You didn't want to kick up too much dust. But she called down to Mama and Daddy's. And then I'd get in trouble for going too fast by her house.
What are you doing right now? You up for something impetuous? I'm a Palm Springs hotel. I got the desert air, sun-kissed pools, and shady hideaways. I'm looking for someone who can decide on a Friday that a one-night commitment on a Saturday is a fine idea. Maybe you heard of the Rat Pack. They hung out here all the time. So pack a bag, or don't. You could be here in a few hours. Meet me at hotels.com.
Ever been declined for a credit card due to poor credit? Download Self. It's a new way to build credit and get a credit card. Self helps you establish payment histories while building toward your credit card security deposit. As you pay into your account, your payments are reported to all three credit bureaus while you work to become eligible for the card. And after a few months, you can gain access to your own Visa credit card. The best part is, you don't need a credit score to get started. Download the app today so you can build the credit you need to get the things you really want.
Now I had the windows down. It's four-door Dart. I had all the windows down. And I said, I'm gonna be Bo and Luke Duke today. I ain't gonna open my door. I'm gonna slide out the window. That's what I did. That's pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. I stood out and walked over in the bushes and was looking up in the trees at this big black muscadine grapevine. Made big old black muscadine grapes on it about that big. And all they's ripe, they's ready. I knew we was gonna have to pick grapes in the next few days. His mama was gonna make jelly for the whole family, which meant she'd have to have about 10 gallons of juice. That weren't nothing for this grapevine. You go down there and pick up a truckload of grapes in just a few minutes. Thing just hung with them. I got me a handful of them and I tried one or two and I was like, oh man, these are real sweet this year. Mama's gonna be so glad. And now let me get on the Reedsville White and get back and let her know. Because oh yeah, we didn't have no cellular telephone. There wasn't none of them portable phones back then. Everybody still had one that was tied to the wall. Had a long curly cord on it. If you could walk all over the whole house on it. Well, weren't no portable phones, so couldn't call her. She just had to wait till I got back. Here I go. I'm a big boy and loose dude. I'm below Grandma's house. Well, I started that car. I dropped her down in the drive and I stuck my foot to the floor. I was kicking rooster tails. I mean, getting after it. That car was sliding side to side. I'm counter steering. Yo, I was gone. Oh, yeah. Flying down that dirt road by 60 miles an hour. Went over the hill and you go around a curve like that, and then there was a little creek that went through there. It's always kind of wet through there, so you wanted to back off of it and be careful. Well, I backed off of it. I was still running about 50. I hit that wet spot, and that thing went, whoop, and then it went, whoop. I was like, oh, this is further than I can count us here. I'm in trouble. I didn't realize just how much trouble I was in until I looked up and seen the college police chief coming from the other direction down that one lane dirt road, doing pretty much the same thing I was doing. I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck. She hit me right on the driver's door. She's driving a newer Crown Victoria. That Dodge Dart, it bent the bottom of the door. That's it. It totaled the college police chief's car. She come running over to where I was at. Charlene was her name. And she says, oh my God, are you all right? I said, yeah, I'm all right. My leg stuck though. Gonna open my door right and get my leg out of it. Yeah! Jerked the door open. I got my leg back around the front seat. I said, are you all right? She said, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was sideways. You were sideways. That I wasn't. And you were sideways the other way. What would you say? This was an accident. There was nobody at fault. Sounds good to me. I said, that ain't gonna run. She said, I know. I already called sheriff department on the radio. They got mail record coming. I said, well, I'll sit here with you and wait. Well, now you go on and do what you got to do. It'll be all right. Get on out of here before they get him. I said, okay. Ain't got to tell me twice to go. Especially when I know I was wrong and you was too. Well, off I went. I got out of sight and, all right, here we go, Dukes. I didn't run a thing. I wrote down on that thing again, forgetting that it had a glass pack, and she could hear it bellowing. As it flew out of her ear distance, sliding around them curves and everything. Luckily, weren't nothing coming from the other direction for the rest of the ride on that dirt road. Wasn't but about 4 miles through there. I went on to Reedsville, did what I had to do, got me a manna sub, and then started back to the house. And I got my mama a Reuben sandwich. That was her favorite. So I got her a Reuben and I got me a manna. They weren't going to be home. He was down at the base. I'm coming back. I hit the dirt road. I yaw, taking them rooster tails again. I got to the house and there's that Charlene in the backup police car. She's sitting in the yard and she's been talking to my mama. Yeah, see, she told my mama that when she went on around there by the grapevine, had big trenches that dug out, looked like somebody had spun their wheels, taken off, heading in her direction. And mama said, boy, you out there scratching them tires? I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I bought them. Yes, ma'am, I was. It was Charlene's car. It told it. I said, Charlene tell you she's doing the same thing coming from the other direction? Oh, well, it's not. I said, want to bet? Want to bet? I got an Instamatic camera in that car. Want to bet? She ain't said nothing. I give mama a sandwich. And I sat down over there in my chair and started eating my sandwich. And Charlene says, you gonna eat all that manna sub? I said, every bite of it. You gonna eat the pickle too? Mama said, least you can do is give her your pickle, boy. I said, I reckon. You know how to pickle and a potato chips, so I just eat the sandwich. I didn't want to share with her. She done come out there and got me in trouble. After she said, keep your mouth shut, don't tell nobody. She done come over there and got me in trouble. I know that I should have went back and told mama what happened right then. When daddy got home the next day, daddy said, boy, what happened? I told him exactly what happened. Told him the truth about all of it. And he said, Cricket. Mama said, what? He said, what that heifer want again? She wanted us to replace her squad car. Daddy said, I think not. She's doing the same thing. Well, how you know that? Yeah, there's an instamatic camera in the car, but he didn't stop taking no pictures. She don't know that. That's right, she didn't. Daddy said, tell you what, boy, instead of blowing little Duke, you by God better become Uncle Jesse. You better drive like you got some sense in that head of yours, or you ain't driving nothing else town. I said, yes, sir, Daddy. He said, stop scratching my tires. That's what he called spinning the wheels and laying rubber down, laying drag. Mama and Daddy called it scratching the tires. Yeah. You better stop scratching my tires. I said, yes, sir, Daddy, I'll stop. I weren't going to smart off of him and tell him I had paid for the tires. I like living. And Daddy was not mad at me about his car being hit. He was not mad at me at all. Well, we never did have to do nothing with that wreck. Charlene wound up having to pay for her own squad car. Well, we never did have to put a nickel in that Dodge Dart. Like I say, he just bent the bottom of the door. But I really got to thinking today about that. And about them dirt roads. Washed out old washboard road, right over there. Shake the car out of it. Potholes in it everywhere. I got thinking. Well, them roads was dirt. And I drove on them old roads. That's where Maddie and Ayana both learned to drive. It was on the same dirt roads I learned to drive on. The very same one. So that's something I got to pass to my kids. A little piece of me. But I got thinking, them dirt roads, man, when everybody took the dirt roads, nobody was in a hurry. You knew that danger lurked around every corner. And you knew that you could get in an accident, you could get hurt. And you just knew that you didn't need to be in a hurry. You could take your time and get there and arrive, what they used to call arrive alive. It was a simpler time back then. When mamas and daddies still cared about their children. And when children were taught to respect their mamas and their daddies. When Sunday lunch and supper found you over at your grandparents' house, because everybody gathered up there to get that Sunday meal. And my little granny, God bless her, she didn't have no electric stove for a long time. She cooked on a wood stove. So it took a while to get a meal off of Granny's stove. And this woman, 70, 80 years old, standing in a South Georgia kitchen, during the summertime, when it was 114, 115 degrees outside in the shade. She got a roaring fire in that stove, boiling taters, baking cornbread, baking biscuits, and baking a cake, whilst frying chicken, deep fried chicken, deep fried in lard that she had extracted her own self from pig fat in the front yard. And a big cast iron wash pot. Oh, back then, when I was 8, 9, 10, 12 years old, I couldn't wait to get out there. I was going to go out in the world, was going to be my oyster. And around every curve was going to be another black pearl waiting for me to just pick up and cash in. I was determined I wasn't going to live like no country bumpkin no more. I was tired of being out in the middle of nowhere. I was tired of working in that hot Georgia sun and that cold rain and wind in the winter time. I was tired of it. What I give to go back and put my feet under my granny's table in that boiling kitchen and have one of her biscuits and a piece of her fried chicken. I'd give every bit of money I got. I'd give every penny I got just to hear that little 4-foot lady go, woo, woo, woo. I'd give every penny I got. So you young folk, if you still got your mama and your daddy, your grandmama and your granddaddies, your aunts and your uncles. Enjoy them. Don't rush getting away from them. You'll regret it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the time that you got with them. Because the time may come when you give up a whole year's paycheck just to hear your daddy say, eh? Knock that off, boy, quit it. Or to hear your mama say, get on out of here. I'm trying to cook. Or to hear your granny say, come here, baby. I got you a cookie. If you want them great old bedrooms like that, they're stove off. And it said Dixie across the middle of it. Oh man, them were some of the best cookies. Can't get them no more. You can still get the windmill cookies she used to give me. You can still get them over the Dollar General from time to time, but not often. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, don't get no hurry. Slow down. Everybody needs to pretend they're riding on a dirt road again. I love you guys, and the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see y'all in the morning. Bye now.
Wawa has pizza. And now get $5 off when you order in the Wawa app. Gotta have a Wawa.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everybody. This is Pearson coming out here live on YouTube. I hope each and every one of you are having a great day. I'm a couple minutes early, because I'm going to try to get some business out of the way before the message starts. The title of today's message is, by the way, the time. And we'll get into that in a few minutes. Hello, Jumbawamba, Jonathan, Chrissy, Adrian, Brenda, Angel Glow, Kay, Logan, Terry, Tony, Teresa, Runner and the Gangster, Brother Bud, it's a good thing these messages are recorded, so you can go back and get them when you got time. Okay, guys, tending to the business. Fernando, good to see you. When you guys send me a prayer request, I consider it an honor to pray for you. It really is. I love doing it. It is one of the best parts of this job, to be honest with you. I will say that some of y'all's circumstances suck hind tit. But it don't make the prayer any less important. But guys, I am not gonna pray that your football team beats somebody else's so you can win a bet. All right, April. I'm also not gonna pray that it snows butthole deep to a giraffe, so you ain't got to go to school to work. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. And another thing, I don't mind returning emails. I don't mind returning messages when I have time. But folks, when you email me,
Hello? Oh, hey guys, what's up? Who is this? Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Okay. Andrew Gray, I do have a life. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it a sin to... Well, yeah, of course it is. That's against the law. You can't do that, Andrew Gray. I don't know where you get that from. Oh, and also I'd like to give a shout out to Fat Cow. How you doing? I just went for a walk, guys. I just came back.